What's up, everybody? Welcome back to BGB Media YouTube channel for another review. Today we're reviewing the film Cherry, which I know for a fact, you Tom Holland fans out there, that this is one of the ones that you definitely you had your eyebrows raised because you definitely wanted to see what it was all about because you're long beloved Tom Holland's in it. And for people who just, is a fan of Tom Holland in his career, it's always the idea of, well, could he ever do anything outside of his, his babyface roles such as Spider-Man and so on? How would he do? The Devil All the Time, I thought, was a good introduction of versatility for him. And I thought that movie was okay, but this one for me was the one that I was like, I really want to see what he can do. He's still very young, about 24 years old. He has a very, very, very big future ahead of him. And that is, right now it's all about, what can we expect from him? Let's see some versatility, some growth in his career. And I think this is one of those milestones here in Cherry where you're going to start to really see what he's destined to be in the future. But nonetheless, Cherry was fantastic, folks. This is a good-ass film. I can't even lie. It's dropping in theaters February 26th, and then it's dropping on Apple TV March 12th. This is brought to you by the Russo brothers, who always love to do films with Avengers, as you would expect. Also, the Russo brothers are very well known for having long films. And this film was just about 3 hours, but nonetheless, those guys, they're fantastic, and working with people who they know, they always deliver good chemistry. And I think they put Tom in a very, very good role, just to really show people, how good of a star he is, how good of an actor he is, and will, still get bigger and better as time goes by. But Cherry's a fantastic film. It's crazy too. It's crazy, and at the very, very, very minimum premise of it, it's a beautiful love story that comes out of this, which, I didn't know where this was going to go. I didn't even look at any of the trailers, or I didn't read the synopsis or any of that. I just was much like everybody else. Hey, Tom Holland's in that. Let me see what that's about. Also, I thought like the poster and everything, I thought it looked really cool. So like, hey, I want to see what this is about. And again, I'm just, I just wanted to see what could Tom Holland do outside of having the typical babyface role, the young kid that's just likable, or the good guy, whatever it may be. And so it's always like, what would this be like? When would that film be? And I think Cherry is definitely the one. But anyway, quickly, Cherry is about Tom Holland characters, this young man from Ohio who meets the love of his life, and he just really risks losing her by a vast amount of bad decisions and challenges in his life and all types of circumstances. Like his character, he drops out of college, he goes to he joins the military. He survives the war in Iraq. He comes back suffering from PTSD. He gets heavy into drugs. And at the same time, too, like before any of this happened, he met the love of his life very early. Like he was dating somebody, and like he also instantly knew that this other girl, Emily, who's played by Ciara Bravo, was the girl for him. And so he just completely went all in for her, and then all the, the events transpired after that. First of all, Ciara does a fantastic job, good chemistry with Tom through all the ups and downs. I mean, watching them on screen felt like they were like two friends of yours that you've known for a long time, and you just known about all of the adversities, the struggles that they've been through. It's really it really connects with the viewers. I was really like stuck, and the film was long, but I was really stuck and so invested into how their relationship would unfold. And like, it's a love story, sure, but like with all the other things that's happening around it, you may tend to forget that it is a love story, but nonetheless, at the very, very bare minimum, it is a love story. The two of them are inseparable, and despite what life throws at them, they just stay by each other's side, ups and downs, and trust me, they get challenged for sure. But the first hour of the film is nothing but character development, and I love it. I absolutely love it because you know exactly what's going through the character's head, and like you really see how certain events transpired. Tom Tom is narrating through through his character's life, so like that adds another little element of it as well too. But at the same time too, like it also highlights a lot of different things in society that needs to be addressed. Military people coming back from PTSD, coming back from war, entering society with PTSD, the lack of help, the different things that addicts go through. The idea of how college isn't just the life for everybody, yet there's not many other decisions if you decide not to go to college. Love, communication, transparency. There's a lot of things that this film touches up on. But you know what, Tom? It's funny that, no matter how much you try to age the guy, no matter what type of timeline you try to put on his character, he always looks young. He always has a baby face. And while this story goes over an abundance of years, I think it's from 2007 to 2021. You can add in the years there. He just looks the same. His character just looks the same no matter what. But like there's some really tough moments to watch in this. And like that is definitely a nod to the acting performances by Ciara and Tom. They just really, really deliver a very passionate performance, really binding to their characters, which absolutely helps the viewers into being invested into them and into the story. Again, because you're talking about the effects of military PTSD, the danger of drugs, and being an addict, and then basically how far love would take two people. Like it really goes down that road. But I will say this too, for this movie being almost 3 hours, I thought it was edited really well. And it's not a knock to the film at all, but I wouldn't have been mad if this had been a series, because it's broken into like 5 to 6 parts, and it definitely could have been a bingeable series that a lot of people like. And that's, when you think about how the film progresses, like character development, building up to the climax, some adversity in the middle, and then the resolve. Like it has good movie structure for sure, but like it could have been broken into a series, and it would have still done really well as to invest in the viewers into it. I could absolutely seen this on a streaming service without a doubt. But yeah, it's a long movie. It will channel a lot of emotions from you. There will be times where you will be saying like, man, this is effed up. Like you would definitely be tested emotionally. I can't even stress that enough. But I gotta say too, this film is super suspenseful. And then the ending's so beautiful, like so beautiful. And the cinematography and the score really complements everything that happens in this film, and just the poetic ending at the conclusion of this film that's just done so well. So to conclude my review, I'm going to say that Tom Holland absolutely took a major step forward in his career with his performance here. I thought, again, complimented by Ciara Bravo. She's fantastic, and definitely a step forward in her career. And the chemistry with those two absolutely make this film work. The Russos do it again. I'm a huge fan of theirs, and while they continue to show versatility in the different projects that they put out, right now they're just striking iron left and right. And I think that's just because they work with people that they're comfortable with, and at the same time, while it's giving them an opportunity to show their versatility, it's giving the people that they work with opportunity to show theirs as well too. So it's just a happy grouping when involved with them. But yeah, check this out, folks. Cherry, I know you will. I ain't got to tell you. It's dropping again. Theaters February 26th. Apple TV March 12th. Let me know in the comments. Are you hyped for this film? Ready to see Spider-Man go through some things in life and don't age at all? But anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching my review, and I'll see you soon.